Peace, peace, peace. Welcome to the Scrap and Roll MMA podcast. I'm your host, Sky. We got your host, Jace, CJ, Damien in the building. We are back. It's been a good 3 weeks. I ain't gonna lie. It's been a good 3 weeks. I know y'all been missing us though. And we are here to talk a lot of shit and start the year off right. The first thing we definitely gonna get into is our year-end awards. I know y'all done seen the awards from every other podcast, every other show, but y'all know why y'all came here.
That's right.
How was y'all? How was y'all break? Like, how did y'all feel not having any UFC on and whatnot?
I felt like it was good. I kind of needed a short break so I could do things on the weekends without feeling guilty of missing, one of my favorite sports. So, but now that the new year is here, I'm ready. Bring it on.
It was good for me because you know me. I still find me the way to find some fights. So if y'all missed the Rising card, go and watch that one. They have some pretty cool knockouts. And if y'all follow me on TikTok, I posted some of the knockouts on there. Some dude just got his head stomped out. So that was pretty crazy. But all in all, it was a good year. My birthday was last week, so happy birthday to me.
Happy birthday.
But
Happy belated birthday.
Happy birthday.
thank you. Appreciate it. I'm almost close to Jace age now. We the old people on the crew. But yeah, I'm excited to get back. You know, I wasn't feeling like everybody else to get back and watch UFC because I guess my name.
I guess for me personally, yeah, life's been so crazy. I guess I didn't even really notice that much. Sky?
I too had a birthday. The same day that the pod came out, on the 21st.
Happy belated birthday.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm nowhere near Jace or CJ's age. Not playing. Not playing. Shots fired. But yeah, it was a good time just to sit back, relax, and not have to worry about. But hey, there was a lot of news and a lot of stuff coming out. But we're gonna get to that in a minute because listen, I was telling CJ before the pod started, they're trying to stack 299 up like the Avengers. They're trying to make Sean O'Malley look like he's that guy. At least that's my perspective on it. But before we get into all of that, let's go ahead and hit some of these awards. The awards that we're going to be doing today: Knockout of the Year, Fight of the Year, Submission of the Year, Male Fighter of the Year, Female Fighter of the Year, and Event of the Year. And we'll also be giving our champion predictions for the end of 2024. So yeah, let's start with it. Let's start with Event of the Year. Who y'all got? What y'all got?
Event of the Year.
Yeah.
That one was tough, but I had to give it to UFC John Jones versus Gane. Because that whole card was lit. That whole card was lit and almost had all finishes.
It was.
I've got Salt Lake City. Salt Lake City was just Headshot City.
Headshot dead.
I was in there.
Headshot City. Damien was in the building. It just blew me away. And unlike sometimes when we have these super stacked cards on paper, it actually lived up to the hype.
Those motherfuckers over there in Salt Lake City, man, they gave me COVID. I don't fuck with those people. They dirty. Sneezing in the air, coughing in the air, shaking hands with people.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. In the middle of the event, Damien did text me and was like, "Nah, people just in here sneezing, going crazy, coughing, like no covering." He really did.
Yeah. That's wild.
My Event of the Year, it was tough. I was stuck between 290 and UFC Noche. Now there's a little bit of bias because I was at both, but both of them were fire. And ultimately, I went with 290. AKA International Fight Week. Fire.
So it's the same with me. I was gonna say UFC Noche or UFC 290 because we biased. We was in them motherfuckers. We fancy.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna be like you, Sky. I'm gonna say UFC 290. That card was fire from top to bottom. It didn't go the way I wanted it to go on the card. Everybody who I wanted to win lost, but being in there, it was fire. It was great fights from top to bottom.
Yeah, that's when Mexico was taking L's like nobody
left and right.
I thought it was us. I was like, so that's why when USA Noche rolled around, I was like, hey, we can't go out like that. We
You
can't.
know, you
But
know why? You know why? Because we brought our flag in that night.
Hmm.
Boom, we was turned up. We was winning.
you right. You right. Yeah. Yeah, that was a great night of fights. But I think all of them were pretty good as well. Yeah, 291
Hmm.
was fire too.
Yep.
Um, there was that stint. That was like that time where like it was like boom, boom, boom. Like the cards were living up to expectations. All the way until I think we got to 293. I think 293 was 293 was not where it was at. That was Australia. That's when your boy Izzy got popped.
Mm.
But shout out to Izzy. Let's go with
Shout out to Izzy.
hey, win, lose or draw. I'm rocking with Izzy. Let's go with fight of the year.
Fight of the year, man. That one's a hard one because there were so many like gas fights. You know what I mean? There were so many.
Yeah,
I feel like we got spoiled with so many great fights. So for that one, it's a toss up for me. It's between the BMF fight because I was there and I saw that shit happen. That shit was
Tell him,
lit.
stun on him, stun on him.
Except they some dirty motherfuckers out there. Or oh, another great fight. I'm gonna have to go with this one. It's gonna be Geoff Neal and Rakhmonov.
Mm, that's a fun one.
Yup.
That was a very
That
I'm gonna
one
that
go
was a
ahead
was
and
fun one.
I'm gonna go ahead and cut in there. If y'all been watching the podcast all last year after Geoff Neal, Jeff Neal, after that, I said that was fight of the year. I rolled with that fight the whole time. Yeah, there were some good fights to contend with that, but if y'all go
mhm,
back and watch that, them boys was banging. Like they was
mhm,
banging in there. And then the submission with the drop in the body, very, John Jones, Lyoto Machida-esque. It was nasty. That's what I went
mhm.
with as well. Shavkat versus Geoff.
Mm,
Good choice. Good choice.
what you got, Jace?
Even though I highly disagree and contest the result, my fight of the year is Justin Gaethje against Rafael Fiziev.
Oh, that's a good one
Oh
It
too.
was a
damn.
banger. I mean, shout out to Justin for finally not just holding his spot and actually fighting like a young up and comer.
Yeah.
And I got it 2 rounds to 1 for Fiziev. But if I
Mhm.
take my feelings out of it, I just thought it was a phenomenal fight. It was back and forth, everyone throwing high heat, 100%. Both guys were hurt, like everything you want in a back and forth close fight.
Yeah, that was a good one. I don't want to go back and talk about that. That probably fight was probably like a 1.5 and a 1.5. You know what I'm saying? There was a tale of two
Mhm.
fights, but I get what you're saying. It was a great fight. I'm gonna rally off a couple of fights, and I'm kind of stunning too. So I'm gonna pick one, but I'm gonna rally off some good ones. Pantoja versus Grasso. I'm stunning because we were there. Oh, I'm sorry, Pantoja versus Moreno. I just mixed my Mexicans. My bad, y'all.
Mhm.
Pantoja and
They all look
Moreno.
alike. They all look
We all the
alike.
same. We all like bean and carne asada, so it's all good. Grasso and Val. That's a very underrated, slept on. Jalen Turner and Dan Hooker. That fight was crazy live. Aldana and Hosas fight was amazing, amazing, amazing. And then I know a lot of y'all don't watch ONE FC or whatever, and you know I'm one of those culprits. If you guys love Muay Thai, go watch Smoke and Joe versus Luke Leslie. That fight to me is one of the fight of the years in combat sports. It was amazing. I love that fight. Go watch that one. But I'm probably gonna pick out of that one. I'm probably gonna pick the Pantoja and Moreno fight. It didn't go the way I wanted it to go, but it was a great fight. Oh, another sleeper, Islam versus Volk. It was a great
That's
fight,
what I
but
thought.
That's not a sleeper.
I
nah,
thought
but
Jace was gonna go with that.
it doesn't have a lot of replayability to it. The first watch is an amazing watch. Watching it back is kind of lackluster, but it's still a good fight.
Yeah, I thought that's what who Jace was gonna go with that fight. But the only reason why I didn't go with Pantasia Moreno is because of that fifth round.
Yeah.
You can't have this amazing freaking fight and then for 2.5 minutes of the last round, literally half the second round, just sit on somebody's back. Like for me, it brings that wow factor down. Um,
Mhm.
but yeah. Good picks overall. And I'm not gonna lie, Jason and I talk about this off stream a lot of times. The fact that like low key, y'all go back and watch Justin Gaethje versus Fiziev. Watch it with non-biased eyes. I was watching with non-biased eyes the first time, and I thought that Fiziev won. But because I rock with Justin like that, I was like, hey, give it to him. It is what it is. But the more that I think about it, the more that like in reality, like if you go back and you watch it, Fiziev won rounds 1 and 2, in my opinion. And then round 3 is when Justin really started like coming back. But it's a good fight. Let's see what we got. Submission of the year. I'll start off. Submission of the year, I went with no other than Alexa Grasso. I had to go with Alexa Grasso because not only were we shocked and surprised and amazed by her taking out the queen of that division, you know, a lot of people weren't giving her, even here on the pod, like we wanted, I think, I know me and CJ was like, man, we wanted Alexa to win, but at the same time, we were kind of like, we don't know if she's going to be, well, I don't even know. No, CJ didn't pick nobody. He couldn't pick
I love
Queen
them both.
Valentina. You know, but yeah. But I wanted Alexa to win, but I just didn't see how she was going to get it done. The way that she set that up, she was practicing it in the back. And also, like I said before, that was the very first time that a woman's flyweight fight had been won by submission in a championship fight, had been won by submission. So not only did she break that record, but she became a champion. And it was a nasty submission. Your girl's face was like 2 different colors. So,
yeah. Damn, I remember that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What you got, Damien?
I went back and I looked at some of the submissions that happened earlier this year, and I had actually forgot about this one, but it was the Grant versus a Sun South fight where like a Sun South
yeah.
like stepped over his head or something. He just picked him up like this, and then he got caught in the like reverse triangle and got put
the
to
inverted
sleep.
triangle. Yep.
Yeah, and he got put to sleep like face down. So yeah, that has to be submission of the year. Just the way that everything transpired, because I feel like Asante was winning that fight too until he wasn't. That's the motto here. Winning until he wasn't. Caught a quick little nappy nap. So, sheesh, that was a good one. That was like a dope submission. There was also another one. I forgot who it was. But they caught him in a twister.
Yeah,
That
I
was
was
like only
about
the
to.
third
I was
twister.
about to.
hey,
I was
that
gonna.
Kendrick Lamar's little brother.
Yep, I was gonna
Damon
throw that
Blackshear.
one out there. Yep.
You were, yeah, that one was dope.
So
Cause
I'm
he
going to
really worked it.
throw. I'm gonna throw 3. So Damien said one that I was gonna throw out there. Blackshear with the twister, amazing. A sleeper one probably nobody watched and knows is Mikey Mushimeshi versus Shinya Aoki. He hit him with his own submission, the Aoki lock. So that's super dope. Shout out to Mikey. But I'm probably gonna go with Grasso with the highest stakes of winning, especially doing it to Valentina. You know, we love both of them in this house. So it was crazy to see that. And I just looked and I was like, she just tapped. She tapped. She damn near broke her face off. But I'm going with that one.
And I guess I'll just keep it quick then as well. Y'all said it. For me, I'm actually going with Grasso as well.
Hey, 2024, we got Jason in the building.
Supporting women. There we go.
Sean Strickland in the building. One that I did want to throw out there, which we talked about earlier, Shavkat versus Geoff. That was just nasty. Just mean and nasty.
Yeah.
Let's go.
What about Jones on there somewhere?
I wasn't. I mean, not to sound like GSP, but I wasn't impressed.
He baby subbed him.
Yeah, I mean, because like at the time I was like, wait, what happened? Why did he tap? And then like you see it, it was pressure. Hey, shout out to Jones, you know, but it wasn't that exciting for me. KO of the year.
I'll start off. So obviously, you know, this was a very interesting year of just headshot cities left and right,
Yeah.
people just falling dead. It was a hard choice, man, but at the end of the day, especially when you factor in the after effect of it, Bonfee. I gotta go with my man Bonfee.
Oh, nice one.
Shit.
Versus T-Rex. Huh?
Yeah, because he killed that nigga. A nigga died that day. That was brutal to watch. And yeah, I watched it about 87 times in slow-mo.
That's dope you said it too, because that was early in the year too that happened.
That That was the Brazil card. That was pay-per-view number 183.
Damn, that was in
283.
January then, huh?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Bonfim
damn.
killed
Dope.
that
Damn, it
nigga.
was that long ago? God
Yes.
damn,
Dope.
bro.
Yep.
Time be flying. That's crazy.
Yep.
That's crazy. All right, I'm finna go because I feel like this is on a lot of people's on a lot of people's list, and it has to be, you know it, Israel Adesanya on my wedding day. Slept this nigga, put him in a coffin. Ain't nobody done that. Nobody's done that, and everybody was discrediting him, saying this and that. Nah, bro, he slept that man. And he didn't even do that to Izzy, so I don't want to hear it. I know Jace over here swinging that air.
Well, who you got,
yeah,
CJ?
Yeah, like
that's
Jay said,
KO the century right there for me.
we had some good ones. You could rally off, like he said,
Bruh, the emote.
Bonfim. We had Big Derek Lewis thought he was 135 pounds flying across the ring.
I was there for that one too.
Oh, shout out to you. You know what I'm saying? We just had Josh Emmett. Josh Emmett is probably on my honorable mentions because we have never seen somebody die for like 5 seconds in the octagon. He
Nah.
literally probably seen the Lord for a little bit. But
Shout
like
out
you,
to
my
Tony
boy.
Ferguson.
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought Tony Ferguson died when he got kicked by Chandler. Legitimately.
Yeah. It
But
was
like
quiet.
you, my boy Damien, you know Jace loves the stories and he loves the WWE shit. Shout out to Israel Adesanya for sleeping and KOing his demon. You know what I'm saying? Climbing that mountaintop
Mhm.
and took him out. And it wasn't just the knockout, it was the celebration, it
It
was
was the
the emotion, it was
stakes.
fuck them kids, it was all of that. So I'm gonna go with Izzy, man. You know, that was dope.
That one was hella dope.
Oh man, I ain't gonna lie, that's funny. But like when you bring up the whole, because like in my opinion, like
Everything.
I talk to Jace about this all the time. The knockout matters, but there's so many factors into it. It's the punch or the kick or the elbow, whatever it is, and it's the way that the opponent falls down too. You know what I mean? Like that makes for the whole like knockout to
Yeah.
become spectacular. That's why like when a couple years back when Joaquin Buckley hit shout out to the aka the PFL champion now. You know what I mean? The way his body froze, kind of like it was like on a Street Fighter
Mortal
and then fell.
Kombat,
Mortal
yeah.
Kombat, yeah. Like that's what made that knockout. Like, okay, the knockout itself was amazing, but then like the way he fell was just like, oh, that's crazy. A couple of runners up on my list was the Bonfim. I had Bonfim as my knockout of the year for the longest majority of the
For the
year.
long time, yup.
That one hurts me.
Yeah, like that was like real nasty. I had Izzy on the list, but ultimately, there was no way I was gonna come on this podcast being the homer that I am and not go left and give it to my boy Max Bless Holloway knocking out the Korean Zombie. It's my knockout of the year. I can pick whatever I want. I'm
Hey,
going with
facts.
Max Bless Holloway knocking out Korean Zombie. I did not have it scratched off of my bingo list that Max is gonna get a one-punch knockout. It was an entertaining fight. It had a beautiful ending with Zombie walking off and the crowd singing. You know, that's what it is. That's what I'm rolling with.
That could literally be like a movie. You know, if they ever do Korean Zombies movie and they just end it off like that, it'll be so fire.
Hey, y'all don't know a homer like me. Hey,
I
besides
can respect it.
CEO and Benel. Hey, that was another.
Oh, that's
that
another
Josh-
one too. That's
that was
another one
another
too.
one.
That was
And
another one too.
one. Let's go with female fighter of the year.
Jace.
We'll let you start this off.
The one and only Aaron Blanchfield, female fight of the year.
Okay.
Soon to be champ.
All right.
I hate that pick.
Me
hate
too.
yourself?
I wish you, Damien, bro. Like, fuck.
Hey, I'm like, Sky, I pick who I want to pick, right?
We respect it.
I'm
We
just fucking
respect
with
it.
you.
Definitely respect it.
And new.
Who you got, Damien?
I got the same as all y'all. Alexa
Aaron
Grasso.
Blanchfield?
She has to.
Yeah.
She has to.
See,
Fighter
you
of the
see
year.
that? See, you know me. See, I was gonna do that. I'm still gonna do that, but I am going to go with Stamp Fairtex. And I know we're a
Okay.
UFC podcast and all that, but I am an MMA combat fan. Stan Fairtex. She just won her third sport championship, Muay Thai, kickboxing, and MMA. But if we're
Mm-hmm.
going UFC, I'm going Grasso though. Shout out to Stamp. You know we love you too.
Shout out to
Hey,
Stamp.
you know what?
She be
We
killing it with
appreciate
them dances.
She do.
She
All
do be getting
choreographed.
it.
Hey, we appreciate CJ always making sure that he's adding in one championship. Hey, sometimes your boy be watching like German. Don't even know what the commentator's saying. If it's MMA, he's definitely watching
I'm
it.
gonna watch it.
And shout out to one, shout
I
out to
caught him watching
Stamp.
Street Beefs.
Hey, shout out to Street Beef. Hey, shout out to Damien. Hey, a couple weeks back, I'm not sure if like we was, but I had reposted on the Instagram Damien's some of his fights from his highlight from Street Beefs, and I was like, "Hey, Jace better watch how he talking to Damien."
Why?
Hey, your boy Damien was putting them paws on him.
No, I'm not worried about light skin.
All right.
You shouldn't be worried. Don't worry.
Yeah.
I'll hug you before I
Yeah.
hit you.
Oh.
I catch you when you fall.
It's not Valentine's Day yet, folks. Yeah, I mean, I'm going with Damien. I'm going with CJ. I'm going Alexa Grasso. She was the most active, I guess. You know, Zhang only was able to get one fight in.
Looked amazing in that
Looked
fight.
good. Yeah,
Yeah.
looked crispy.
Yeah, I mean, you know, she looked good. She came out and did what she did. But Alexa, and even with the controversial decision with her last fight with
Wow.
Valentina Shevchenko, I still felt like it is a very competitive fight with one of the best
Best in
females
the
to ever step inside the octagon, to step inside Muay Thai ever. And so yeah, it was Alexa Grasso for me as
And
well.
I'm happy that she rose to the occasion to fight somebody like Val. Right? Every
Yeah,
time we see somebody fight Val, minus Talia, they kind of shrink to her. And Grasso
yeah,
was coming from being number 6 at the time. So
yeah,
shout out to her for making that step up and giving Val hell of a fight for both times. Everybody has their match.
Hell yeah.
yeah. And last but not the least, male fighter of the year. Go ahead, CJ.
I went kind of not back and forth. I don't like saying this. I picked uh there's 3 names that I had. First one, I'll go backwards. I said Pantoja. He won the belt, defended the belt. 2 fights, amazing, did well. I said Islam, but his is kind of weird. He beat Volk twice, and that's a 45. But I'm probably gonna have to say Sean Strickland. He fought 3 times. I know it sucks. He fought 3 times. 2 of his opponents were super mid. But taking out Izzy the way he did it's amazing feat for him. I don't want to say it, but shout out to Strickland.
Wow, it really
I
is
know
2024, y'all.
this
God.
I'm a squirrel, y'all. This is not the real CJ.
That's not the real CJ.
And that's not the real one, y'all. Who you got, Damien?
Me? Oh man, y'all gonna hate this choice, but I have to give respect when it's due, and that's Ian Machado Gary, just
Mm.
because he was active, he been winning, and motherfuckers can't stop talking about this man. He got a lot of clout. Whether it's good or bad, people are talking about this man, and they want to see him lose. So he's been kind of entertaining me this year.
Hey, yo,
Yeah.
y'all know how I sounded crazy with my KO of the year with Max? That's crazy. That's crazy.
and, I,
Not
and I
Ian
was looking forward to
Machado,
this.
Gary.
I mean, this would have been his 4th fight in 1 year, which we don't know how it would have went, but I felt like it was
Mm.
gonna be a good one for sure.
Wow. Coming out the left. I like it. I
Hmm.
like it. I'm going with I'm going with Alex Pereira. First of all, I couldn't give it to Sean. I couldn't do it.
Hmm.
And I
Gotcha.
don't really know if I would have even given it to Sean. If I would have given it to Sean, it would just be because I'm going with what majority of the people seem to have come to. I think even though I think maybe a couple pods ago, Like, I was still critical of Alex Pereira. At the end of the day, he's a double champion. Light heavyweight, went inside there, got it done. And what is this, his 8th MMA fight? And he's a double champion
Yep.
inside the UFC. I mean, that was a big feat, especially if you consider last year him winning the championship in Madison Square Garden against Izzy and then losing it, getting flatlined out cold earlier this year to come back, beat Jan, beat, who did he beat after that? After Jan? Oh, it was just the Jan fight, right?
He
No,
beat
it was
Yuri.
Yeah, beat
Yuri.
Jan and then beat Yuri. So yeah, that's why I went with, it was Alex.
And you know
Yeah,
what
that's
the
a good
thing?
choice.
Like, I'm not huge on Pereira.
Pause.
That's not very huge on him.
You're not huge?
he
Okay, man. Cool. Thanks for sharing with the pod.
he fights. He books all the time. He's ready to fight all the time. So that's what I like about him. Who you got, Jace?
Turn around.
Well, this is
Yeah.
a very difficult choice for me. You know, I had a lot of people to choose from: Pereira, LaShawn,
Colby.
Duplessis.
He skipped over that whole Kobe one.
Dang.
Kobe wasn't active enough this year.
Shit, this year or any year?
So that being said, there's only one choice that I could come to a conclusion. Actually, Pantoja as well. But my final choice is the one and only LaShawn Strickland. Undefeated for the year. Beat the fuck. Walked him like a fucking dog. Supposedly, this guy is supposed to be that dude. Israel. Adesina. So yeah, man. LaShawn Strickland. The middleweight champ of the world. You know, by domination, by destruction. He's that dude. He's the champ. My fighter of the year.
If this is your first time watching the pod, please go back and just watch some of Jace's former takes and thoughts, because your mans will always be like, I like Izzy. I'm an Izzy fan. And then he just went on this little thing about like acting like Izzy's not that guy. It's madness. It's absolute madness what takes place over here. Was just raw dogging Kobe Covington. Kobe comes out, does nothing. All of a sudden, Kobe can't get a nod. Like, it's crazy.
You talking about 2023 Jace? 2024 Jace? He's a new man. He different.
Ah! All right.
Listen, here's the thing. LaShawn Strickland is that
Yep.
dude. And I never took a shit on Izzy. I just don't hold Izzy in such no. I just don't hold Izzy in the highest regards as y'all do. Like, he's a good fighter, you know, but like, he's not the second coming. He's proven that.
By being the first
by
and
losing
only
once.
by being the first and only 2-time middleweight UFC middleweight champion, by knocking out Alex Pereira.
2 times meaning that he lost, right?
Correct. And
Okay.
came back and killed that guy.
And then came back after that and got stomped the fuck out.
No, you go back and watch that fight. Like, you're
Lost
talking
the
about he got dominated and
Lost the decision.
He got
like, stop.
dominated.
Like, he lost the fight. There's a difference between being dominated and losing a fight.
He got dominated.
We cannot go into 2024 acting like there's not
LaShawn
a difference between losing a
Strickland
fight.
looked like afterwards he just went for a jog. There was no marks on his face. He was good. Izzy got completely dominated. He didn't win a round.
What's your definition of? He did. He won the second round. What's your definition of domination? Maybe we should start there.
Yes, LaShawn Strickland versus Israel Chinese Adesanya.
And what else? What other fight is considered a domination to you?
The first time Alex Pereira fought Izzy Adesanya.
Okay. I see. I see the issue. You know, we're not even gonna play this game. We see that your definition of domination is very much the fights that you don't want to watch, was the female fights that you get up and you go to the bathroom. So you're missing all of those dominating fights, right? Because there's really one person that is clearly leading the dance. And for me, a dominating fight is somebody getting the shit kicked out of them, where you're being completely shut down.
So I'd like to point to Exhibit A. My sub of the year was a female fighter. Let's stop this semantics. That's what I said. And then 2, Izzy got fucking dominated. There's no point in that fight where I thought he was going to win the fight.
That
0.
doesn't mean somebody's dominated, though.
Yes, it is. Okay, I guess the question is...
Here's what I'll say. You want to know what a domination is? And this is me showing my underbelly. Volkanovski's third fight against Max Holloway. He dominated Max. There's a difference in that fight and what you've seen between Sean Strickland and Israel Adesanya in their last fight. Period. Max Holloway got dominated. He got destroyed in that fight. Izzy did not get destroyed. Look at the punch counts.
He almost got knocked out.
What? Yeah, you're talking about one round, one moment. Yeah, look at the whole fight.
I watched the fight. I watched the guy walk him down for 25 minutes with no repercussions at all. Scream at this man to fucking punch him, and Izzy still didn't do it. Domination.
That's not domination.
The fight was never close.
Do you guys agree with Jace? As far as the definition of dominating a fight?
No.
I don't know if he got dominated, right? Dominated where it's weird because Izzy didn't win like yeah, say he won the second round, right? But it was just like he didn't do enough to be like, oh man, he's trying to make a comeback. Where it's more lackluster of Izzy trying to fight where he didn't fight at all. I'm not taking nothing away from Sean, right? So he looked like he was more stuck in the mud. And Sean went out there and won the fight. Would I say he dominated him, like he whooped his ass pillar to post? Not really. But yes, he went out there and beat him 4 rounds to 1. Decisively. No question, no nothing, no whatever. Yeah, he whooped his ass. But like dominated, I think DDP dominated Robert Whittaker.
Yeah. I think so. I don't necessarily believe that at the end, right? But like the first round was a competitive round.
It was cool, but also DDP kind of big dogged him in there as well.
The first round of
he moved him around the way he wanted him to. That's a crazy knockout too.
Let me ask y'all this question, and then I'm done with the topic. The same exact fight, but take the names off of it. Let's put in, Damian against CJ, right? And those people fought with those names. Would you?
I'm not even going back to watch it.
Would you ever need to see them fight again?
I'm not going back. The fight wasn't competitive. I'd rather watch Giga versus what was the? Come on, the boy.
Okay, wait. So stop there. You said that's Alex. You said the fight was not competitive at all, right?
No, the fight was not competitive. But listen to what I'm saying, right? What I'm saying is that Sean didn't do shit either. Sean did nothing aside from that first round popping him that was like, oh yeah, this is a good fight. If you take Israel Adesanya's name and Sean Strickland's name out of there and replace any other fighter, I don't give a fuck about that fight. It was a normal fucking UFC fight. Somebody got stunned in the first round and then lost the rest of the fight. It's not that, it wasn't exciting. There wasn't another moment in there where I was like, oh my God, Sean Strickland about to take him out. Oh my God, he's about to kill him. There was nothing else there. That's what I'm talking about when it comes to domination for me. There was nothing else after that first round that was like, oh shit. It was a fucking sparring match. It was Izzy not engaging, spamming the fucking question mark kick, and oh boy, just walking forward with a jab. That was it. That wasn't a domination, in my opinion.
In my opinion, you circumvented the question.
I answered your question. I said that I would not watch the fight. Yeah. If you take those names out, I'm not watching the fight. So it's just like any other UFC fight.
CJ and Damian, you replace those names. Would you ever want to see those two fight again? Forget about the outcome. Like one person just literally walk through the other person. Like I never need to see them fight again. Now, obviously, we want to, because it's Izzy and there's an expectation that Izzy, had a bad night, blah, 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 blah. Like, most people still aren't giving Sean credit. They're saying Izzy had a bad night as opposed to giving the champ his due. But that's the only point I'm making. I'm good on it.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. But like you always say, too, it's like that's not what it is. And we want the story now. You have the story now. So whatever happens with DDP and Strickland, we might get that run back. So who knows? But if it was like me and Damien and that was a regular ass fight, like Sky said, like, no, we don't need to see that
Yeah,
again.
exactly.
And then it also depends on what else is going to happen later down the line. If Izzy's going to pick up another fight somewhere else, what happens with DDP and Sean Strickland later on, so we shall see.
Whatever happens is you should not be getting the next fight or the next title fight. There's no way.
But you were okay with Kobe Covington, 2 years inactive, losing 2 times already the championship belt, coming straight in for a title shot.
Whatever happens is you should not be getting the next title shot.
That just sounds crazy. That's
Shouldn't,
nuts.
shouldn't be.
Yeah, well, he is.
Hopefully not.
Trust me, he will. Hopefully DDP goes inside there and gets your boy Sean Strickland the fuck up out of there, and then we set up International Fight Week, Izzy versus DDP. Let's go. Well, I don't know. They're not gonna put Connor and Izzy on the same card because that's too much.
It's already
But let's get into that. Let's get into some of the news that was dropped over the weekend that we can remember. Obviously, your boy Connor is coming back. We thought that it was going to be UFC 300. Turns out it's going to be International Fight Week, which is typically happens the first week of July, but instead they're doing it June 29th against your boy Michael Chandler. How y'all feeling about that?
I'm gonna try to pull up. That's how I'm feeling.
Yeah,
I'm gonna try to be there in person so I can see Connor fight at least once.
at least once.
Cause we don't know how many more fights this man got left in him.
Facts. I was actually disappointed. I thought they was gonna put him on 300, and I was like, "Yo, whatever I gotta do, I gotta make sure that I show up for UFC 300." Because that was a perfect opportunity. Now, not only are you going to a card that only happens, every 7 to 8 years, 100, 200, 300, but then also Connor being on there, it just made sense to me. So now I'm like conflicted. Like, do I want to go to 300, even though they haven't announced it yet, or do I want to go see Connor? It's tough. That's tough.
That is tough. But one fight that I do want to see in person is your boy MVP. I'll definitely want to pull up to that fight. That one's gonna be nuts.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be a terrible fight.
Why so?
I just think your boy Holland is after getting pieced up for the first round is just gonna try to grapple the fuck out of him. I don't think he's gonna try to make the same mistake again as he did with Stephen Thompson.
Think he learned his lesson?
Yeah, I think he realized like there's levels to this. You know what I mean? And his quote unquote like black foo is not anything compared to a real legit fucking striker.
I can see that.
I would be shocked if Holland started to wrestle.
Yeah, I don't see that happening.
I don't know so much wrestling, but more of like just holding them on the cage type of vibes, clinching them, those little knees they throw, those little elbows on the cage type of stuff.
Yeah.
But you know how Holland is also too. When he has a big fight, he kind of fights down. He doesn't come to fight when when it's a big fight for him where he can showcase himself. He kind of dims his own light a little bit. So we shall see with that one too. And DDP, MVP's a little bit older as well. And MVP did crush a lot of cans coming through his fighting experiences. So it's going to be an interesting fight as well. And that card is stacked as hell.
Yeah. Yeah, they're going crazy with 299. I can't wait to see how that plays out. What else was some shocking news that came out? Oh, Francis Ngannou getting to the bag. Just booked a fight with no one other than Josh. Oh shit,
Joshua.
Yeah, Joshua. Hey y'all. Yeah. So how we feeling about that? Like, how do y'all feel? Do y'all think that Francis is gonna win?
Yes.
I was just listening to a podcast today, and they were like, if Francis improves, of course he needs to improve, right? But if he thinks he can fight the same way that he fought Fury, he'll probably lose, right? But if he starts improving footwork and boxes a little bit more, he'll have a chance of winning. I'm just happy for him that he's out here getting that money, win or lose. He's going to be setting his family up for the long run. So shout out to him. I'm happy he's getting that boxing money. He deserves it. He played the long game and it's working out for him.
I'm sure that Bradley will pop up at some point. Shout out to Bradley. He typically will comment on YouTube, especially when it comes to Francis. Him and I go back and forth about it. But I'm happy that Francis is getting the bag.
Mm-hmm.
I'm hoping that he wins, but I
Yep.
almost feel like it's one of those things to where like we seen him and he did really good like against Tyson Fury, and you know how you can just tell that like you like riding a hype train and like you too excited but you're not really paying attention to all the rest of the signs around you. That's like okay, maybe that was just that night. So part of me is low key afraid, but I mean I'm gonna ride with Francis because hey, MMA needs a win, you know. But I am excited for him and the possibility of him being able to go on site there and get Joshua the fuck up out of there.
Yeah.
I don't think he will though. I think Joshua is gonna beat him up like everyone expected Tyson to.
Okay.
I think so. I think it's gonna be a bad look for Francis, but you never know, man. The nigga got the one-hitter quitter, man.
He got that power. And it's crazy that it translated over to boxing the same damn way because he put Fury's big ass on a canvas.
Yeah.
Like,
But
you
also
do not
though,
want to get hit by him at all.
that too, like Fury's not hard to knock down, I feel like.
True, that is true.
He
Also,
just be getting the fuck back up every time. with a new energy.
Yeah.
So
that is true.
Yeah. What about you, Jace?
I think for me that I think Francis. I mean, I think actually it'll be a more competitive fight. You got two more like quote unquote knockout artists. I just I'm a boxing guy. I'm a boxing purist at heart. Like boxing is my first love. And I just think that your boy Joshua AJ just doesn't have the head movement, and he's proved that. He gets stiff, and then when someone like touches him, like he's done. He's got a weak ass chin. You know what I mean?
Oh, Jeff Molina in the building. You talking nasty.
No, I mean if there's one thing he's proven is that he's
Hey,
got a
head
weak ass
movement
chin.
stiff and a weak
Stiff
chin is all crazy.
and crazy.
Yeah. So I'm going to back Ngannou. I think he's going to get that bag and get the job done. And then after that, I think he faces the loser of Fury and Usyk.
Man,
Yeah.
that's
I see that
crazy.
too.
He's already up
Let's
there with the heavy
for
hitters. Shout
reals.
out to him. That's
For
crazy.
reals though, that is nuts. Off of a loss.
do y'all care to see Francis in MMA again?
I do.
I would like to see him fight again in MMA, right? But if he's making way more money doing that, like me personally, it's all about the money. Like, go get your money. Why you gonna
Yeah.
fight for crumbs where you can do this shit over here, right? You're getting celebrated and you're getting paid a lot more. Go do that, my boy. Go do that. Even if you're losing, you're still making that money. Why the fuck not?
Yeah.
But
Hey,
like as a fan, I would like. But he's in the PFL. Who we gonna fight?
yeah, nobody cares. Like my thing is that hey, you making them Saudis is paying you out. They are
The
cashing
bag
you
gonna be
out.
crazy.
The Saudis do not care. Well, if I'm him, he's 37 years old.
Mm.
I'm fighting this fight and I'm trying to lock in one more boxing fight and fuck MMA. Cause it's about the bag. You're 37, my guy. There's no after you win these next win or lose, you get this bag. There's no reason for you to be fighting. I'm pretty sure he's making at least 30 mil.
That's what I've
Why?
been
Why
hearing.
fight?
Yeesh, that's crazy.
I think as well we're being presumptuous. For some people, it's not all about the bag. Actually, Uncle Cho did a really good segment the other day talking, I think, about Francis, where he's talking about titles over money and which one. especially when you already reached a point where, like, Francis is good. He never has to work a day in his life again. He never has to fight again. His kids, his grandkids, like, everybody's Gucci, man. So, like,
Not right now.
Who?
He don't have enough for FU money right now.
Oh, he definitely does.
He made like 10 mil.
Your man came from the streets of Africa. Your boy can go back anytime to Africa and build a fucking compound and live out his days. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 10 mil compared to like getting 100 mil or 50 mil, 60 mil. Like, yeah, a title sounds nice. Pay me, bro. Fuck that shit.
Hey,
fuck your belt. Pay me, brother.
But you know what I mean? Like, why? Some people are in the sport for different things. You know what I mean? Like the Olympics. Like,
but it's like you're gonna get beat up and fuck up your brain and like not get paid. Like, what's the point? Yeah. Of course, like that's the thing. You're gonna continue to fight and get damage your brain when you can just get your money and leave and you're straight for the rest of your life. I'm cool.
Sometimes, hey, I'm not
Tony Ferguson.
I'm not saying anybody is wrong. I'm just saying for some people it's not about the bag.
It should always be about the bag.
It should always be about the bag.
Because at the end of the day, like I always say that shit, your legacy ain't gonna pay no motherfucking bills. You can't just walk into a thing and be like, hey, I'm John Jones, and they're gonna just pay your light bill, your mortgage bill. They don't care about that at the end of the day. You run out of money just because who you are, they're not gonna pay you for that. Bro.
Well, shit, they might not pay you, but they give you shit for free.
Hell nah, bro. And hopefully these people are investing in the right thing and in the right businesses, in the right things, putting their money in the right places.
Yeah, for sure.
With the right people behind them.
Your boy Jace's boy is going up against none other than Dustin the Diamond Poirier, which I think we're all shocked that Dustin is actually fighting an up and comer because he's been refusing to for a very long time. I'm actually surprised that he didn't hit up Manel and was like, "Hey, okay, we can run that fight now." How you feeling about
for
that,
real?
Jace?
I was flabbergasted, befuddled, awestricken, dumbfounded, like mesmerized that Dustin took that fight. Like, it's just that's a dangerous fucking fight. I don't know what he sees in BDE that he thinks like, yo, I got this shit, because that's a crazy fight. That's a crazy fight. And real fast, like, DraftKings got your boys BDE, the favorite. Dustin's the underdog.
I think it's hilarious that Jace keeps calling him BDE, aka Big Dick Energy, when it's BSD.
No, that's crazy.
Always call him BDE.
Chill.
Always call him BDE because I really think he got this. Because your boy has Big Dick Energy. That's my name for him, BDE. Like, your boy,
I bet it
commands the crowd. You know what I mean? He barely speaks English, and people still love him. They clamor for him. They lose their shit when they see him. You know what I mean?
What's he ranked at right now?
12th.
He's 12, right?
Yeah.
Damn.
And for Dustin to go all the way to 12, like, hey, shout out to Dustin, man. Because
what's Dustin at right now? What?
3rd?
4? He's still 3? Man.
4th, maybe?
Yeah,
he's
that's
top 5 for sure.
Playing with fire, definitely.
Yeah.
Playing with fire.
Yeah, he's 3 right now.
Any other announcements that you guys?
Charles and Armand.
Ah, yes.
And that's on
Saruki.
300?
300.
Yeah, 300.
300, right? Yeah.
I think
that's another one.
I think Charles beats the shit out of Sarukian. There's levels to this, son.
I'm really interested in that fight. You think so?
And 300 is going to be in Vegas, right?
Yeah.
Charles is what? 33? 34?
34.
34.
And your boy's Armin, isn't he like
26, 27? He's super, super young.
Yeah, he's 27. So there's a changing of the guards happening.
Yeah, and you can feel it.
Like you can just see and feel like the UFC is entering like that era. This is where I think it's a great opportunity for PFL, I guess now, because Bellator is no longer, they're all the same, to really step up and create their own characters, their own fighters, their own narratives, and their own stories, right? Because a lot of the bigger names in the UFC are aging out. And they got to stop signing these older fighters who have big names in the UFC but are clearly past their prime. They have to. And they have to start building up their own name. And if they start building up their fighters and their fighters' names, then it'll seem more competitive because we got these younger guys with the UFC coming up as the older guys are kind of, starting to get pushed out. And if you build your fighters up right, you can create that doubt inside of MMA fans' head of like, okay, yeah, they had John Jones, but Jones is gone. They had Connor, but Connor been gone. You know what I mean? They had Dustin Poirier. They had these bigger names, blah, 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 but they're all gone now. And our fighters, this person, that person, blah, 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 is much better than Armin Sarukian. It's much better. Like you can start shooting at certain people now and create that doubt so that people can be like, hey, wait a minute. You know what I mean? Because they don't have that long-standing history. So I would like to see PFL, really just hop off the porch, start actually promoting their fighters and stop worrying about UFC fighters.
Mm-hmm. But I also think us as fans, I am just a fan. And I hope I speak for other fans. We have to be willing to go over there and watch stuff. When I talk to people, they be like, "I'm not gonna watch that. I don't care. It's just the PFL. It's just Bellator. It's just this and it's just that." They're not willing to give them a chance. So, like you said, hopefully they do start picking up some of the younger fighters who are coming up, 26, whatever, finding them from local places to help them grow through the organization. They have bigger names up there with Francis and other people now. But we have to be, as fans, want to watch other things and support. We should want to have Bellator, PFL do well. It's just another product to be able to watch.
Yeah. And
if you like MMA, I'm sorry. If you like MMA, why not want to watch as much violence as possible? Go ahead, Jace.
No, but I mean, I think we talked about on the pod, our last pod. I think Sky brought up how the UFC convinced us about an iPhone, and an iPhone is better than an Android. It's not.
Yep.
It's literally not. It doesn't take better pictures. The processors and Androids are better, but they just convinced us. And I know everyone takes a shit on these other organizations when they pick up old UFC fighters. But I think part of the game plan they do that is just like to get a name that you're familiar with. You know what I mean?
Bring guys over there.
Oh, yeah, Shane Burgos. Yeah. I know him, So then if you toss it on and maybe you see him like fight someone, even if he gets destroyed, like, oh, okay. And then like maybe you leave it on and watch like the next fight. And like that's the way I think they're trying to catch fire. You know what I mean? Because most people, like for example, most people watch the NFL. Most people are not watching the XFL or the UFL. You know what I mean? Because they just automatically presume that it's just a lower organization and there's one good there. So they're already made up their minds about it and just like, I got better shit to do. I got life, kids, drama, whatever it may be. You feel me? But I agree with your point, man. Like MMA fans gotta actually be MMA fans and not just UFC fans. There's a difference.
Yeah. We'll see what happens. Real quick, let's take a look at this weekend's card and then we will get into our 2024 predictions. This weekend we have a fight that was absolutely ridiculous. They should have went ahead and gave it to Johnny Walker. But Ankalaev is taking on Johnny Walker this weekend. I'm just now realizing that Manel Kape is fighting Matheus Nicolau, or however you say his name. I didn't realize this was on that fight. I'm not
solid card.
Why they got Jim Miller on here? Jim Miller's supposed to be fighting on 300.
Right? Why they play? Because like if he get hurt in this fight, like y'all gonna book him? Like, come on, now we gotta hope Jim Miller gets in there and get a fast win.
Yeah,
or a fast loss.
We always want Jim to win.
I want Jim to win. No. I want Jim to win.
Who he fighting? I can't see it right there.
Gabriel Benitez.
Okay.
I'm not quite sure who that is. They got your boy Ricky Simone taking on Mario Batista. That's gonna be a banger.
That's a solid fight. Yeah, the card is a sleeper. It's a little sleeper.
It is. It's a nice way to start the year off.
Shout out to the ageless wonder Andrei Arlovski still fighting.
Bro.
Your boy.
I'm pretty sure that he fought in the Civil War. Like he's been around for such a long time.
I
Just
want
put
to
it
Hey,
say
like this.
he's
I'm
44.
almost 40. I'm almost 40. You've been fighting since I was in like high school and shit, so that's crazy.
Hall of
Hey,
Fame. Hall of Fame.
Oh, most definitely. Most definitely.
aren't
MMA
they
Hall of
all?
Fame too, not just UFC.
Um,
Still winning too.
yeah, dang, they got Farid. They got the Basharat brother down here at the
Yeah,
bottom of the card.
that's solid.
Yeah. I don't know why they let Nicholas Mata. Hey, and shout out to Nicholas. I have an interview with him, but he just got starched like a couple months ago. I need to know. Wait, when that last fight was that he got? Oh, okay, so he had that fight with Ogden, and that's where the ref pulled him off, and he was like, "Oh, he didn't tap," and it was a whole mess. I don't know if y'all remember that,
Oh
but
yeah.
yeah, but this knockout right here, this could have potentially been knockout of the year too. Him versus Torres, he got starched in the first round, just nasty. Like it might have even been a step through elbow. I can't remember, but I remember
I
it
think
was
it was.
nasty.
It was the
Yeah,
elbow. It was the
yeah,
step through elbow.
that was just disgusting.
Oh, I do remember.
So yeah, we'll see. But yeah, it's a nice little starter card. Let's go ahead and get our first little fresh little picks for the the top three cards that are on here.
Ankalaev,
Yeah.
Oh,
So give me your three picks, Damien.
Ankalaev, Kape or Cape, and Jim Miller.
All right.
I got the same as you, Damien. Ankalaev. I want Johnny Walker to win, but I think for some reason Ankalaev's gonna win. Probably Manel Cop, and then it's Jim Miller.
You just can't trust Johnny Walker. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
you don't never know who you're gonna get, bro.
Which one?
And the thing
So
is crazy because he's super athletic and he can fight, but like he's too damn goofy, bro.
He is very goofy.
He
there's so
been he been
many.
tightening his shit up though.
You're right too, Damien.
Well, I don't know him like that, but yeah, I love
Ain't safe. It
watching
ain't safe.
the reels of him just getting knocked out numerous times over. So
that one, that
Yeah,
one fight
one
where he got
fight,
knocked out 5 times in
literally,
one.
literally.
I'm going Jim Miller, Matheus, and Ankalaev, Nicolau. Yeah,
Ooh.
Cape's gonna lose.
I would
Yeah,
love it if he lost. I
he's
would
not
love it if
that
he
good.
lost. I'm sick of it. No, he's good, but I didn't like his disrespect at 293, and he
Man,
almost
that
he almost he almost got his shit
exactly.
knocked in that
Yeah,
fight against
a
that
debuter.
guy that's coming off that contender series. Yeah. I'm going
What's the name?
Ankalaev.
De Santos or Del Silva? One of them.
Yeah, one of them. Yeah, one of them with the blonde hair from Brazil. I'm going Ankalaev. Uh, I'm gonna go Manel. I don't want to, but I'm gonna go Manel and I'm gonna go Jim Miller. So I'm going with Damian and CJ. It's tough because I feel like Nicolau can get it done too. I can't
Yeah, he's
remember
good.
his. He is. Um. Oh, that Matt Snell fight. That was a good fight. Yeah. So yeah,
Cape
that's what I'm running with.
Cape to me is gets the Kevin Holland treatment to me. Like I will root against him every single time.
Why? Because he
I
dropped
will
the F
pick a
bomb.
yeah, yeah. I don't do F bombs. I don't do F bombs. This is not
What about
fucking
Sean Strickland?
early 2000.
So you just offer him
What happened?
He drops
Sean
F bombs
Strickland?
all the time.
Different words,
It's the same word.
different context.
Hold on, but
No, dang.
Manel Cop from another country. You know they words be different. That could mean a cigarette or something from where he from.
What about Mike
Hey,
Perry? Mike Perry was just caught saying
Dang.
that.
Sean Strickland from the good old USA. He know what that word mean.
Dang. He got you. He got you right there,
LaShawn?
Jace. He got you
LaShawn?
right there.
It's
Um,
okay because yeah, okay.
My man
He
said
got
Yeah.
a
my
he,
man said it could
LaShawn
mean a
got a few other
cigarette.
slurs too in the back pocket. He just don't use them now.
yeah.
Who?
Hey, yeah.
Sean Strickland.
Yeah.
I'm sure he
Hey,
got
like he said,
a
he's a
notebook full of
former
them.
neo-Nazi. That's
Hmm
self-admitted. That's how he was raised. That's how he was. He's made that abundantly clear. And let's go ahead and get to our 2024 prediction picks. I will start it off. I'm going men's featherweight, Brandon Moreno.
I'm with you.
I'm going men's bantamweight.
Wait. Let's just all go in the circle.
Cool. Featherweight, men's. In the circle.
You didn't let him do the flyweight.
Oh, that's what I meant to say. Flyweight. I'm saying the wrong thing.
Flyweight.
Brandon Moreno for flyweight. Sorry, not featherweight.
I'm with you, Sky.
All right.
And still.
Pantoja.
I'm going Albazi.
Oh,
okay.
Come on now, Damien.
That was my sleeper pick.
Hey, yo, that means that motherfucker got to
be.
Hey, come on now, because next month we're gonna have to be feuding, bro. You already tripping.
In Mexico. In Mexico.
Hold on, hey Sky, are you gonna do the girls too?
Huh?
You gonna do the girls?
Yeah.
Okay, bet.
Yeah.
Move your mic closer. CJ.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah. Who you got, Jace? Oh, you said it and still. All right, bantamweight. I'm going Marab.
This is end of the year. This is
at the end of 2024.
Mm-hmm.
Corey Sandhagen.
Okay.
I was
Big
gonna say
Corey in the
Marab too.
building?
Yeah, let's see what Corey gonna do.
Big Corey in the building.
That's a good choice, actually.
Yeah.
I really want to say Figgy. I'm just afraid that he's not going to be active enough.
That's pretty dope.
So I'm going to go Usman.
He climbs that mountain. That's dope.
See, you know what? I slept on Usman. I forgot because nobody want to fight that man. That's a good pick.
He had his chance to fight Sandhagen.
He got hurt.
Hey. All right, let's go.
Featherweight.
Damien, go first. Damien, go first.
Max Holloway. Reclaiming it.
Hey.
Let's go. Let's there. Who you got, Jace?
I hate to hit y'all with realism, but it's that dude, that nigga from Spain, Ilia Topuria.
Yeah, because he going to beat Vulcan and Max going to come beat him.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Let's go.
I'm telling you, Jace gonna hate me. He gonna hate me when Max Holloway beat Ilia. He's going to despise me because he's been talking about Ilia for the last 2 years. He's been talking crazy. I can't wait. All right.
Wait. Real fast. Just let it be known. Just like I said, for solid 2 years, I've been rocking with Ilia. So when he becomes champion, don't try to say I'm new on the bandwagon. Nah, I've been pushing that motherfucker for a while.
Make sure you pin this one.
Yeah, been pushing him for a while.
Lightweight.
Damn, that's tough.
I'm going Islam.
At the end of the year, that depends if he stays here.
Be in there, yeah.
That's what.
I didn't choose him. I put Gamrot.
Wow. I'm gonna say Islam too, though.
Okay. Jace.
BDE.
Okay.
Oh, that's tough.
Big dick energy. I think, and I guess I'll just start going off for the welterweight. I think Islam goes up to 170. And I think BDE gets it done. BDE and new.
Some of my sleepers at light heavy, or not light heavy, but lightweight. It is Armin. I could see Armin potentially, like if he gets a chance to fight Islam. That was a very competitive fight. They first fight. So I can see that. I don't see Islam being able to go up to 170 after beating whoever he beats, because I don't really care to see him. I want to see people like defend their fucking titles and actually earn it. But so welterweight, who'd you say you have, Jace?
Islam.
Oh, welterweight, Islam. Okay, I see you. I'm going no other than Shavkat Rakhmonov.
That's tough.
Who you got, CJ?
I'm gonna say Leon. I hope Leon stay there. But hey, I was gonna fuck around and just say Bilal.
Hey, Hey, listen,
hey, give
listen.
bro. Come on, bro.
Bilal's going to win. Bilal's going to win, then he's going to get starched by Shavkat. I'm telling y'all now. Bilal's going to win, and he's going to get starched by Shavkat.
Yeah, man.
I believe
Fuck
it.
it.
Oh, Damien?
I said I believe it. Yeah, I got
You got
Shavkat too.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. At middleweight, Israel Adesanya comes back, fights DDP because DDP is going to beat Sean Strickland. Fights DDP International Fight Weeks, gets his title back.
Oh, bro, if he goes to International Fight Week, man, I'm gonna have to spend some money. That's crazy because we probably gonna go out there anyway to go to the expo. I'm poor right now, though.
Hey, that's January. Hey, that's January. Worry about that in July.
For real, I gotta save my cans for real. But I got Izzy as well.
Yep, I got Izzy.
For me, this is actually the hardest one for me to choose. But I think I'm gonna ride. I'm gonna ride and die with the only real African champ in the UFC, DDP.
Another honorable mention for me was Hamzat Chimaev. We've seen him struggle with the elite, but I mean, he's at the end of the day, the judges is giving it to him. He's winning, and he's in the mix up there. So that's another guy. Light heavyweight, who y'all got?
Light
Jamal
heavyweight,
Hill.
Hater in the building.
Hater in the house.
Jerome in the house. I'm going with the man that's fighting this weekend, Ankalaev.
Same.
There's no one stopping the boogeyman, the new boogeyman, Alex Pereira.
Ankalaev will wrestle this man.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna last, man.
I don't know him like that, but I think he's going to be champion at the end of the year.
Hey, the way you be writing him, it seemed like you know him.
Crazy.
Nah, but I just gotta go with my nigga Jamal Hill though. Even though he didn't take no pics with the gang, I still fuck with my nigga.
All right, who you got, Damien?
He said Ankalaev.
Oh, okay. Yep. And
I
Jace,
can see him too though, for real.
Yeah. And Jace, you're going Alex?
100%, and still.
All right. Heavyweight, I'm going no other than the UK's own Tommy Aspinall.
I'm with you.
This one was hard for me, and I'm saying this because I really want this to happen because it would be beautiful for me. But I'd love to see Stipe champion again by the end of the year.
That's cool. That's cool.
Hey, all he has to do is win it because he ain't fighting again the year. So that's actually a good pick. That's actually a good pick. So I don't know if y'all like me and like the bet, but especially with some of the UK sites, you can bet on this. Like, who do you think is champion at the end of the year?
At the end of the year,
and I think I'm gonna throw $2 on fucking Stipe because if he gets it, he's just gonna hang out. But that being said, I'm gonna go with my boy Sergey Popovich in as champion.
The same man that Tommy just knocked out.
Yep, I think it was a fluke. Yes, he won. I give him all the respect in the world. I don't see him doing it again. And I fuck with Tom.
Backs around.
I fuck with Tom 100%.
So what happens with John? He gets beat, or he just gives up the belt?
Retires too.
Yeah, that man gone.
I think John gets beat, but I also just think both of those fighters retire after that fight.
I'm gonna be upset. Women's strawweight, I'm going and still Zhang Weili.
Me too.
Damien, you got another wild fucking pick?
Strawweight.
Could be Tatiana. Don't sleep on Tati. Yeah.
Damn, I forgot about Tati too. Yep.
I was really
she
stuck
a beast.
I was stuck between Zhang Weili and Tatiana Suarez, but I decided to go with Zhang because every time she come out there, she improves. She shows something different.
She do get mad better. She mad strong too.
Yeah. How do y'all feel about her versus Alexa Grasso at 300 potentially? Run it.
Do it.
I'm gonna head and say and still.
For Alexa?
Yeah. No.
Oh.
Zhang Lei, we haven't switched divisions yet.
Oh, okay. So everybody got Zhang, right? Except for
I got
Damien's going
Tati.
Tati. Okay.
Yeah.
Dope.
Featherweight women's, or I'm sorry, flyweight
Fly.
women's.
I'll go first. Double champ, Zhang Weili.
Ooh,
Okay.
that's dope. I kind of like that.
Damn,
Um,
that's a good one.
I went Aaron boring ass Blanchfield.
I
She's
don't think
boring
she's gonna
as
get her
fuck.
shot because Manon Ferront. I want Manon Ferront to beat her, so she ain't even gonna get her shot.
You wild. You wild. You think Manel
Man,
should win
I'ma
that
just
fight?
can I be a hater? Let me hate, nigga. Just do
I want her to lose too. After that fight with
Shit. Damn. Fucking, I ain't gonna hate on Grasso. Grasso gonna keep it.
all right, let's go. Damien.
Yeah, I'm gonna say. Damn, that's a hard one.
I want Valentina to
I'm
come back.
gonna say Valentina.
Yeah. Hey, don't sleep on
Yeah,
Val.
she gonna reclaim it.
But she could go up to 135 too and do her thing. She could go up to 135. Hey,
I
don't
think she
sleep on her.
should. I think she
And
should.
now that I said that, I'm kind of regretting my pick. I went with Myra Bueno Silva because I think that she's gonna beat Raquel Pennington next week, and I think she's gonna beat Juliana. But now that I'm thinking, if Val does go up, Val gonna take out anybody at 135. I don't care who's up there. Val's gonna take. And I know she's smaller for that division, but yeah, I'm going Myra Bueno Silva.
I'm with you too. She's tough. She tough.
And she
I'm gonna
talks
go.
shit and she finishing people.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go. Ketlin Vieira.
Okay.
Okay.
I feel like she's very well rounded.
Jace?
I'm gonna go Aaron Blanchfield. I think she moves up.
Okay.
I
Nice
think
hot take.
everyone at 25, you know what I mean? Because she cuts a decent amount of weight. She'd go up to 35 and say, "This is a walk in the pasture now. The lion has left the kingdom. Let me go ahead and get this belt."
Who you got at
Gotcha.
45?
Nobody. I think they done with that
Sky. I
division.
got Sky. I got Sky.
Hey, let's go.
She waited till Amanda retired. She said, "Let me hop up in."
Hey, you got to. You got to. It's
Oh
my
man.
opportunity. It's my opportunity. You know what I mean? That's hilarious.
Till Chris Cyborg pull up.
Oh hell no. Hey, if Chris Cyborg pull up, I'm doing like your girl did. What's her
Oh,
name?
the one that was
From
running.
Dutch. No.
Uh
Shout out to her. No. She's the original 145 champion.
Jermaine Durandame.
Durandame gave up her title at 145 because she didn't want to fight Cyborg. She said, "Nah,
Mhm.
fuck this. I'm about to cut to 135. I'm not fighting her." Yeah,
Smart.
that's crazy. That's
Smart.
crazy. But with that, I mean, that's our wrap for this episode. We will most definitely be back next week to go over what is it, 287 or what is it, 297?
297. That's
97.
Sean Strickland, DDP, and them in Canada.
Yeah,
Dana be fucking Canada over, man.
Hey, they're Canadian.
They're
Fuck it. Up over there in the wintertime.
They're not real people over there.
The Canadians, they're too nice. They're still gonna show up. But yeah, we will be back next week. I'm pretty sure between now and then we'll probably get some UFC 300 announcements. We got to coming up. But until then, make sure that y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Let us know what some of y'all picks were. Let us know what y'all think a dominating round looks like. Anything that we discuss, and we are out of here. Peace.